Now watch this. Go ahead, watch it right, Beverly. And Sedin goes over. All you young coaches, all Beverly's doing is listening to what he says. He doesn't say anything. That's because if he's saying you should call more penalties, and he calls penalty, Beverly could say, hey, he went over and intimidated you. Never let a guy talk to a referee without your guy going up, and he's not even assistant. Just go there and listen to hear what he says. Never let a guy talk alone like that. Now, Sedin, I got to say something. I said they were getting knocked around. And the old story, they were called Thelma and Louise, and now they're going to make up for it. And I'm going to give you an old one in the American Hockey League, and it's an old one. When a crusher becomes a rusher, he soon becomes an usher. Well, it's the other way here. When a rusher tries to be a crusher, he'll be an usher. They've got to stop that nonsense. Where we know they're not afraid in Thelma and Louise, they've got to put the puck in the net, quit trying to prove they're tough, all right?
Good. I don't think they're getting a totally great shake tonight, but we'll get into that in a moment. Here's your guy, because I thought the penalty was Chincy and Henrik, and I thought the too many men.
Now we're going to show Thornton first, eh? Watch how he does it and doesn't get a penalty. Watch now, just enough. Just, and then lets him go, let him know he's around, and he gives him a little push after. Watch, gives him a push, gets away from him, and he talks to him a little bit like that, and watch, he gets banged here, cross-checked here. He's smart, and that's the way his enforcer, he'll go and he'll talk and push and talk. It's okay to see. You want to go, you want to go, you want to go. That's intimidation. That's the way to do it. You don't get a penalty. Now, this morning, you loved it, and I loved it. Torres is the first guy on the ice. He's one of my favorites from Brampton and all that stuff and everything like that. But you said, no, wait a minute. Oh, there he is. Oh, there he is there. Go ahead and say what you said.
As this happened, and Raffy was really intense, first guy out, I said, he's going to try to be for Vancouver tonight what Thornton was in Boston.
And here's what I said. I said, yeah, but Torres is one of those guys. Raffy goes all the way. And see what he did there? He should have never done that. He should have just done, watch, he does it again, and there, well, you get cutting too fast. What he lets up, somebody must have said something. He could have really got an interference penalty there. But when you're an enforcer, you push them, you look at them the wrong way, you don't get penalties. Anyhow, I just thought I'd show that. If anybody wants to be enforcer, play it smart that way.
You're right. Craig Simpson said that it would have been interference had he made, so it was good play by Raffy there. So I didn't think that Sedin deserved his penalty. I thought that maybe Kelly should have got one when he chicken-winged Kessler's stick.
Go ahead,
and here's the too many men on it, just so you know.
I'm not doing this.
For whatever reason, it does look like the calls don't seem to be going. It's 4-on-4 hockey. Vancouver's had a tough time in the second period. So it might get a break, and that's why Alain Vigneault was shaking. Here's the too many men. Ryder over the boards. Definitely happy? 6 on the ice. I'm happy.
You're happy?
They haven't got a break. There's no doubt about that.
All right. Okay, you saw it. Now, I want you kids out there again, when you're a goaltender, get a guy that's like the fourth defenseman, not a guy that's a big star or anything like that, and you trust him. This is what you do in the morning. Watch the little shots. He just gets a nice little like this, see? Nice shot. You get it up high a little bit after a while, but you got to have a guy you trust, and it's always got to be the same guy all the time, see? And that there, so try that, kids, and coaches do that. See how he's just putting them on, getting the feel, Now, Boston's played it pretty smart tonight, I have to say. I mean, they're not running around. Everybody thought they'd come out banging. They're playing it pretty smart. Vancouver's got to kind of...
Is there a danger they'll back off too much?
No, they're just playing it right. Just enough. Still think Vancouver's going to win. But they've got a good thing going in the stretch passes. Watch the stretch passes. They do it better than anybody in the league. I call them long passes, you know what I mean? But watch, zing. And you're a defenseman. You really have to be careful with these here. I mean, you really have to be on the ball. You have to back in all the time. And when they get through this, as you're watching, my big thing is covering the points, as you know, and Boston's doing that. They're doing a lot of good things tonight. But anyhow, watch how the puck comes out. That's why, look at that. You'll never get a lot of shots from the point. So easy to get them out there.
Which brings us to Tim Thomas got the shutout the other night. First goalie for Boston in the finals to get a shutout since Cheevers in '78. And I said to you, you know, Cheevers, he only had to make 16 saves to get this shutout, whereas Thomas made 38 saves. And you said the reason is because we covered the points.
Yeah, it is. And if you get guys there covering the points, we had guys all the time. I think we get one from the point here. The guy's out there, and he gets it. At least to get it through, it gets like that. Cover the points, and Jerry Cheevers, I was quite proud of that.
Kind of Thomas-like the way he played.
He does play, and he was a lot meaner, I'll tell you that. He almost got corked there.
And Henrik wired one from well out that caught Tim Thomas tonight.
Yeah. Anyhow, you wanted to show that, and Cheevers pretty good. Now, I hope you got a little time for this. I'm sitting with you watching. You know how I get made fun of? There's a code. Oh, that silly code, silly code. You know, thinking there's a code in every sport. And you and I are watching Red Sox, and I saw Ortiz throw his bat, and I went wild, and you kind of looked at me as nuts and everything. But watch Ortiz throw the bat. This is a big thing in the States right now. This has been going, well, you'll see it the second time. He throws it. This is a big thing in the States right now. In the papers, USA Today, and Giordano, what his name is. He just goes nuts on the whole thing. And he got up the next time, I'm not going to show you, he got dinged. The next game, he got dinged. And he made a little apology. He said, you know, I hit 380 home runs, and I throw my bat once. You don't do it. You don't. There's a code that you people don't know about because you saw that. So what? He threw his bat. It's the same thing as that I got ripped. When they say entertainment, watch Ovechkin do the same thing. He doesn't do it anymore. I tried to tell you about all this stuff. There's a code in hockey of how you act, kids. And this, he never ever did this again. Bruce talked to him and everything. There's a code in hockey. There's a code in baseball. And be sure to follow it or you'll really get it like Ortiz did.
We got to pull up our socks. Don Cherry in the Coach's Corner on Hockey Night in Canada on CBC.